Hello my dear students, in this video we are going to study parameterized constructor. A constructor that takes one or more arguments is called parameterized constructors. Using parameterized constructors, it is possible for us to initialize different objects with the different values. And we know that the constructors will get invoked automatically as soon as the object of the class is created. Similarly, even parameterized constructors will get invoked automatically as soon as the object of that particular class is created. Now let us study the features of parameterized constructors. There are three different features. The first feature is a parameterized constructor can be overloaded, and the second one is for an object with one argument, constructor with only one argument can be invoked and executed. And the third feature is the parameterized constructors can have default arguments and default values. Now we'll study invoking constructors. There are three methods through which the constructors will get invoked. The first method is explicit, second is implicit, and the third one is initialization at the time of declaration with assignment operator. Let us continue with the first one, that is explicit. In explicit call, the declaration of an object is followed by assignment operator and the name of the constructor and argument list within the parenthesis. Now let us take a programming example to see how exactly explicitly we can call a particular constructor. For that, I will take you to my laptop screen. Here you can clearly see that I have already written in a single line command to use parameterized constructor through explicit call. #include iostream.h, #include conio.h. Now let us define a class called num, curly open brace. Here we are going to declare two data members, that is A and B. Then we will write public access specifier. Here we are going to define a parameterized constructor. You can see the name of the function is same as that of the class name, and here we are going to declare two variables inside this function. So that is int p and then int q. Next we are going to use curly open brace. So normally constructors are used to initialize data members of the class. So here data members of the class is A and B. So A is initialized with value p. Otherwise we can say P is initializing the value of P to A, and then B is equal to Q, then curly closing brace. So next we are going to define a normal function which is used to display the result, that is void display, and here we are going to write cout. Here I want to display A is equal to what is the value of A, then we'll write here and B is equal to, and here the value of B, put semicolon. Next curly closing brace and put semicolon, and this indicates it's a termination point of a class definition. Now we are going to define a main function to create the object of this particular class. So here I'll write num, n is the object of this particular class. So here we'll write n dot display. So before this we need to initialize or pass the values of both p and q. So here we will write num, that is name of the constructor. So here we are going to pass two values, 10 and 20. So 10 and 20 is initialized to p and q. In turn p and q is initialized to a and b. Now here we will write get ch, put curly closing brace. Now press Alt F9 to compile. It is success. Now press enter. Now press Ctrl F9 to run the program. Here you can see A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20. Now we will study implicit call. In implicit call, the object declaration is followed by a list of arguments within the parenthesis. Now let us take a programming example. For that I will take you to my laptop screen. Here you can see that I have already written in a single line command program to initialize the data members using implicit declaration. Hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h. Now let us define a class called num, curly open brace, and we are going to declare two data members int a and b, and here we'll write public member access specifier and the parameterized constructor. Here we'll write int m comma int n, curly open brace. Here we are going to initialize both a and b as a is equal to m, put semicolon, b is equal to n. So value of m and n is initialized to a and b respectively. So curly closing brace. Then we're going to define one more function, that is void display, and here we are going to display the result. So that is value of a is equal to a and b is equal to the value of b, curly closing brace and put closing brace and put semicolon. So this is the termination point of the class definition. Now we are going to define void main function and curly open brace. Here we are going to write the name of the class num and n as a object, and inside the round braces we are going to pass 10 comma 20, then put semicolon, and then we are going to write n dot, we are going to access the display function, and write get ch curly closing brace. Now we'll compile this program by pressing Alt F9. Here you can see it is success. Press enter, then Control F9 to run the program. Now you can see here the result, a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Now we'll study initialization at the time of declaration with the assignment operator. So this method is used only when the constructor uses only one argument. In this method, the declaration of an object is followed by assignment operator and value to be initialized. And let us take now a programming example. For that, I will take you to my laptop screen. Here you can clearly see that I have already written in a single line comment to initialize objects using assignment operator. Hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h. Now we are going to define a class called num, curly open brace. Here I am going to declare only one variable because this method is used for the constructor with exactly one argument. Now we'll use the public member access specifier. Here we'll define a parameterized constructor, that is num, and we're going to initialize m value to a. So a is equal to m, curly closing brace, and then we are going to use one normal function called void display to show the result. So cout, so value of a will be displayed, so curly closing brace and put semicolon. Now we are going to define a main function to create the object of this particular class. So here we are going to write num, and here we will create two objects. So obj1 is equal to 10 and num obj2 is equal to 20, and then we are going to display the result. So by calling the function display, so let us write first obj1 dot display, then obj2 dot display, next get ch curly closing brace. Now you check for errors by pressing Alt F9. Compilation is success, press enter. Next, to run the program, press Ctrl F9. Now you can see it is 10 and 20 is displaying. That's all in this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. We will see you in the next video.